eduka yobomo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka cholide ili kubwatuka chirangi cha Crown Paints eyure company nambe yemo iyo korose chirangi meyense yiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biriya bikomanya seka ngo kwanira chirangi echo boyiko chire chichi brand ao echo chire chingi ya kerage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao punabono mbabwata chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba iziko ye nyumba chire chikomentera nigwa amavuta yani oil na bwigo chiriya cha mache inyuranga chirangi chiga nigo chire kurwase chire chiri guririke iriya gatigati bwekariguri iriya bantabatinu bwigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo bwochoganya chirangi wikabunuraganye bwochoganire erangi yiga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores na bwokwege namuna ekale aho watagete nigo kwa yenyora bwikirano tutarire rero elibwe nyorere abamanyi nabwigo Ekeonga enyumba yao use hasomanyete use chire chibiasara nchibwa tokorolekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego tokase enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumucho yigo musongo eyuerange neduka ya Safaricom mwigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyuere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetera seti namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Aha. Kwa hiyo umeamua kuumwaga mchele kwenye kuku wengi. Mbona mimi na yako siyasemi? Mwanaume gani wewe? Kutwa kujilizaliza. Sehemu ya kulia mimi, unalia wewe. Ukirudi nyumbani, unalala tu. Haujali mwenzako nimekula, nimeshiba au nina njaa. Au niwaambie watu kama mchezaji majeruhi. Kwa mwezi unacheza mara moja tu. Niache!
Dada, maneno unayamwaga hayo.
Niache. Wewe umeamua kuyamwaga. Kuanzia leo, watu wote na
Matuka atatoka atigaire tosoe umutinyo gatano na gatatu umakoyega ase abantu bakoroko batatu inche yo kumanya ase nchera yimanyire no lyoka kinga chibicha na mariogi ngogochera birebya igotogo tebikaransa eke tukomanye botantano bondo bonse botayo obatebya nga ase ense gosege siwa gya antak kritika igo ase Meria Norway goseme Norway nabo igo ase North Pole nseneroro ekorokwa Svalbard igo ekoba asegeka chimetienyi etano nomo batanya korra umugaso Mkate ne gwateba emetienyi etano nomo nsega batanya korra umugaso sega no gotebye nga karibu anonsia sore tukumanye nki enseyega egokora no tebanga enusio mwaka bantabaiga nigo bako batabwati omotienyi yani batabwati omo umugaso kono tano butuko bwonse bibaro nkibako bakora for 6 months metinyende tano nomo bantabaiga mbali gutwara butuko ayu ni maumbile yani bila binya sato ngete na kararo monene karibu karto chaka kuruga iganse meyemanyeri akoroko Wilson Makori nchenkoro kwa Mkate Enock na yana to kwariganeri ase Ekeonga Chinsa Ibere.
Tia semburi tiroro robono gati go kore gazi ni kuwa ono ngatiba kora babeke bikaro mbago toinyora inkieke bakugamba lakini tubatotiga nyuma
Nyora semereme miya twakorete ase chibunge chisenete neria enene abakansela bakoro kuburia
I Erastus Edung Ethekon, having been appointed the chairperson of the independent electoral
Kiombe gya IEBC kogendra kwirubiria asobochori oboke chinsemo ao imeyense ya Kenya
asa abaibori ntue twatwarira abana base metinye tatemigima abana ngoja barenga for 3 weeks abaibori kamoranje murenda abana
renda abana baino chingaki cy'umutimoko umutambe no baseme bwa rugo cyasa abaibori chingaki abana bacakirwo cankasa umutimoko umutambe emia ase umugusi bakorawa goseba kansara bwetane 53 nigo kurwase county Nyamira nigo baragwa n'umunyakirogobo kansala Kennedy Undicho uyu bakora bakangambia asomujumbo West Mugirango Omoske Steven Mugaka ase eganga yaye yo kugania serikali kongoya umurubiryo bwoko bakana abakansala abo n'abatayabuna nigo babere akumbigwa ase egeka ekembe ensemo yende abakansala abo nigo batebiruna ebagendrete kwa serikali regeti okoboko ase emirimo eria bagokora Fadgad Gisimba niga gutumanya
abakansela kurase kaunti ya Nyamira besoke na kuburia ababunge bonsi naboigo abaseneta basugume asubwango elio baywetie umuswada oyorengete kuja koirania okoboko asemeremo emiya eyo bakorete ekero baringe asoborai kurasa umwaka bwerweyemo kimya kianda na 53 na isato wika umwaka w'ekirubere na 13
igotora abakansera batangani kyo bisi bagotumia nintu twagajete kya semburi tiroro robono gati go kore gazi ni kuwa ono ngatiba kora babeke bikaro mbago toinyora inkieke bakugamba lakini tubatotiga nyuma
ebinto twakorere tamangana devolution ntutwanya korora gente ketwari getie gotwakagerete ngegenteke ngeje gotokonya kumbe ntugo twebetwe abange baito mnabaga kabarayiga abange ebasugumunechi nyange baretu gocha igona batokoroboro abange bakure last weekend twatinde kuyonde ande bona abanga abacha na Mario gona Chinsa na Mario baguchikonyo ono tokoboringa abarayi baito imokire igoro tigatora tigango bonyomba
abakansela abaiga bakoragwa n'umunyakirogobo kurwase kaunti ya Nyamira aserieta kansela Kennedy Ondicho nigo bakirebuya asomubunge o West Mugirango muwakiri Steven Mugaka ase okoro kya iganga yogosuguma umuswada oyoiga na nigo barure esegeto asabande boigo basugume
ne twamanyire ng'ebintebyo birira satambe ekyara kurwase ebinto byasukire gocha ntorenere na niko tweresare na ntoroche bunagenderete gosuguma ebintebyo bono egento kyo moiso nko baonya abajumbe bagusi mwatigire aba kansora bagusi bachandikire mutakobwatisyo mweshimiwa Steve egento kege sinini tonyora kabesa kagaito karoro Steve gakobwatia egere torore gosenga tokonye libaga tokonya koba
Ense moyende ya bakansura abaiga batebire barabwo mbachie kogenderera kuyebwatesia serikali eregeti.
Mimi katika hii Nyamira County ndio chairman ya Ruto tena 10 years bila break. Kwani nitaambia matuwani nini ikiwa niko nyuma yako? Nitaambia nini matuwani? Pesa, si ni pesa? Na hivi karibuni tunataka utuite tukuje State House.
Talk at the State House, we share, we greet him and we give him our memorandum. So that when he comes to Nyamira, he will know the developments he's going to talk about because we are the leaders. In fact, we are the initial leaders, we are the grassroots leaders, and nobody can now say that the former councillors are now written off. These people are very important, Mr. President.
Hingo reporter Getembe kurwaso muche oyoiga okebirigo oyogotoka imeye bunge ya West Mugirange County ya Nyamira. Fatigad Gisemba.
Chingaki aboroki wabagenda tagocha asomutimoko omutambe bwekengese gya kabere ky'omwaka nigo abaibuli babuligwe kwenekia buna abana babo nko rendo balebya chingaki balenka mwelio kubwatikana n'ebikorwa birya byobonererwa bikwenekwa chingaki bunechiga okwana imeye bunge ya bonchali saborokiwa babwato korokya chitalanta chiao osebyewa ao osira omurubelyo ega IEBC nebyegwa nigo abaibuli babuligwe utuguterare ogosarwa ku mwana omunyaroka Dipon Asanya na mange
Hebyegwa ao nigo bigenderete koenekigwa asaborokigwa bejisukuru cyoboroso engana boigo genderete kwena na okoboko kuchisumurubiryo IEBC bagukwana ime yeskuru ya Founders Junior Academy suneka nigo chisukuru gwetania 15 chiaomerana ase ogosemania na boigo okwamererania na boigo kwena na obosegeta gochesaborokigwa
ero twarengega igase amangana talents twari kurokia abana baito na talents siribasomera sikuru gatarika ende borokina abande IEBC ngiokeregentekia so that nalibakumana bintu kibasomera bintu kibagokora in future what they are supposed to be doing.
Abana twarorira makumi ga ibintu bagokora bya nande IEBC negentekia kiaretire amangana yo gokonya abana baito banyare komanya ase bare buya
chingaki umutimoko bwetamu ya kabere uchakire nigo bona baibuli baburiwe goika abana babange na kwenekianga babairobulindi boisaine
asa baibuli ntue twatwarira abana base metinye tatemegima abana ngoja balenga for 3 weeks abaibuli kamoranje murenda abana babatuiranire muna twabaeta abana mwanza koira abana mairi
twatware chingaki chingiana abana baito otogosabaga aki abana ke bagochanka baibuli mogenderere ko bakonya batware chingaki chingiya
omwana kworo kikeria manyete mono kirase kurwa sa manyinga yatari agotebererigwa ono tware ko tebia baibuli abana muna bagochanga chirusa babaelibaga basome nanda amanye talanta y'umwana oye ngayire egere nera mu support
chinjira cyogosara abana banyaruka ngati y'ebintu birya abari mu bono babeire bakogikeria
otebaiga abana baisike abana bonsiki bagojanga tulendera abana sana umwana umuisike amangana naraba gusiba kora especially ugosara abana baisike ntwakana mbere basaru igobuna twabwato kitabana tikanande baira namna bale ekemira gya Kenya dero mangana ale digital binde bitwa bwata kale mbietete
kurengere genteke ge constitution yetu ya kiangire na indo nonya banyagitari banyorire nga aja teyo togokorera abana baito abesike bintu ngebi
engana no konyorogo kege kweneke okurwa se chiamate chinyinge omutangani o Global School Partners nigo aerobuya bwechisemi sateba nigo bagendete gusira abana wetania chimibere eri banyara gonjolya magimaba matukankyo.
Carol, I'm the CEO of Global School Partners, which is a charity in Australia. We've been operating in Kenya or assisting in Kenya for 15 years. We believe that children should be able to fulfill their potential, and education helps them to do that. Not everyone's potential is the same, and that's why an event like this, having the different activities and the different opportunities for children with different talents to come to the fore.
Omentana yoni go babwatoka ige kulegetini kuchesaba yanto balia bakwana nemirime kongu kuchesaba rokiwa.
abantu bali bakulika abana bakemeremo mbobe sana kiagara mwana omoke tara konga nande tara manye bintu byakora igora anyora na asobongo bwabo osase ebimbo byabo mbira konga igon tutagiti ngarabana bareka bachokora chika cinkongu lakini aso konya bayibuli asemere sini ya nyomba na bintu bike ebina butuko encourage
kuripoteri kitaseni kiao kia Getembe kurwa igase bunge ya Bonchari litera ni gongoro kwa Dipon Hasanya.
Abasaye bekegoria genzi nigo baburiwe byatanane kurwa asabana siasa baria bako batumeka bobe asogoturbaniyo murembe cinga gichiria bakorobekana ukwana seskuru yekenderi yerirumi igotoka se ward ya Bonyamatuta nigo mujumbe o West Mugirango Muske Steven mugaka asemirie abasabo bekegoria kigia genzi kurigara osikora rigereria baria bako batangana ase baria bari na barabo asokorobekana uko bamanye nga barabo ngo yasoke bari osabana babo mbare ase uko robekana uko ase skurega nigo omo MCA we wodiga ya Bonyamatuta omoske Julius Matwere ensema yaye aka osakera obuteneneri bwe skurega mbuya asakogendera gukora bya asamasomo y'umwaka oyeta abwasa babwate ekerenga gose emin ya 6.02 na nigo amentabuna nigo arachie ko barata basaye bonsi amo asomutimu koyo wetamu ya kabere ase kwarigania egekombe cy'umupira Fatgad Gisemba sobwikerano
Abasae be kaunti ya Nyamira ase ntunda yende bakeirwe buya ase ogutaesokya chingaki cyo kurubekana ekero bakwemurunganiria oburai ubube kurwase eserikali omubunge o West Mugirango Muske Steven Mugaka nigo atebire abasae abange nigo bagusiria amagimabo chingaki cyo kurubekana na nigo bakurwa emechi emetaka.
Si wanasiasa we are exploiters. I want to take this opportunity to thank the children God has given us in West Mugirango, because they have not been available for use by politicians who want to prosecute their selfish agenda. Our churches, you have brought virtues in our children that have made them keep away from wars which are not theirs.
Ukwana ase skuru ya sekondari ya Rirumi egotoke wodi ya Bonyamatuta nigo mubunge oyoiga boigo abasemiri abasae nyuma abatarayisokya ase para eryo korobekana ritanga nimbuya korarigereria ose abana babana siasa ose mbare bosyo ase okorobekana puna enchira eyemo yabo yokorenda amagimabo.
I have not seen a child of those who are inciting other people's children kwenda huko. Sijaona mtoto wa Rigishi akipigwa risasi aende kuzikwa. Sijaona mtoto wao akienda kuzikwa. Watoto wanazikwa ni watoto wa maskini ambao wamedanganywa na wale wanasiasa, wanaleta uchochezi, wanachafua inji na matanga inaenda kwa maskini. I want to ask religious leaders to please pray for us to have human hearts. Kama ninataka kuita maandamano, nikiwaita mwende tuende kufanya maandamano, if my children are not there, young men, don't come. We need also to be people of principle, and we cannot allow selfish people to always use people as fodder.
Ensemo yaye omo MCA Obonyamatuta Julius Matwere nigo abasegeta borokiwa beskuru eyo yarirumi kogenderera gokora omukya asa masomo abo boigo chingaki aborokiwa bakire ase omutimoko bwetamu ya kabere nigo arachigosira ebyewa byabana abaiga
tuwatu mupira toja wake wodi egitimu cye tugire 16 ne cyabange nainye. That will be from Monday 4th to around 21st, so that we can allow the students again to go back to school, those who are learning. And then we shall complete the circle in November, December, when the students shall have come back from their schools. So there is that tournament which is named Wanyamatuta World Football Tournament.
Nogosemia ubu muchumbe o West Mugirango Muske Steven Mugaka abwatukire gochia saba sae kuna anene chinga kikiria bagosoka asokurubikana bararigeria litangani imbarabya babakubatangani abusyo kuna enchira eyemo yokurinda amagina abo. Ingo reporter Getembe kurwase skuru ejeiga ya secondary ya Rirumi ejego tukemeye wodi ya Wanyamatuta West Mugirango County ya Nyamira. Jefatigad Isemba.
Ekero twarekorwa bwase nsemeyo nigo togwenda nsemeyinde. Mnencheremo yogukinia urimi wekawa imeye county ya Nyamira nigo serikali yachakire murubirio olio bokubasemia abarimi kwisimeka ekawa eyo. Yura bakonye ase owonchereria abo magima abo.
Ekemeri gekawa samatuka magiga nigo kiabetege gokonya gwonchereria magima ya bangi na kurasoro wangoriga rwa gusie kurinda samatuka bwango iganige kemeri kiga kyagendere ko bagekombiwa nakyo kirere gikaro egekira no kunyara ko bagekoroberirwa imeye county ya Nyamira ikarigo kenyara ko bagekora bari tukulia rero amono mwaziri wa mangana y'ubulimi kurase county ya Nyamira asirita Daktari Peris Mongare kubwatira na bwiga mono mwaziri wa mangana y'ibigwanda munechi cooperative asirita Bernard Maina na Bobby Sabande kurwasili shirika limanyakantibu na New Kenya Planters Cooperative Union eliyo kubasemia Bobby Sabande bobo limekurase county yiga chinjira barat kunyara kwa bagosemia na bwigo kubasomya balimi igoronga kibagusimeka ekahawa eyo era bakonye kwegenderia samagima abo
buri bweka bwakire maega mono abange baitekere twakinete especially region yego chagaiga ekawenere yasometi abana asaba kwetera asaba ibori baitu bali abakuru ende kaweyeiga yaberirororo emyaka emingi oranyore emyaka 16 era asere ende terikorageriwa igere igo igeganyete nga Nyasaye ayerageri tirikoburugerwa tirikobekerubuyo naende bono buri bwakire sana
korengana muno mwaziri Mongare igo ashire na gatwabuna hari minigo babwenda konyora ubwoito bonene kurwasa kamiliki gikawa egekogera enengo neryo ebekire yubuye manyakantibu na Coffee Cherry Advance Revolving Fund eyo abalimi babwene tukonyara ko bakoira unechire ya moyo kwegendereria ase county Nyamira ebwate chishilingi 1 million M50 no mo
amebango twabekire reme kongu na inde tutagete motubwatisi toseri obotaka to improve kawa ase county yaitu ntobwate gochibosiga bwe subsidy yo bwoyo bwekawa oroche ubuyo bwekawa bokoni wa obotogote baboni gachirubusana Ibere lakini wetire subsidy na national government obole chirubu Ibere na 500 na inde kuruga abuna ndi seedling nchikari bokongo chibosibono chikwende kawe gato chakonyora ebimeri yani seedlings chicho gosimeka korwa ase intu abanyananya tubade chinasari chiri registered abarem na ubago chako ni seedling echigo chiasaba limibande komoranche intu ntori gokora buna Chinsa chinde chigokora amangana yokuimukia chibese chibekire chinyinge cha Nyamira 60 million imagine chinyinge sana abalimi mumate kuimukia lakini twairange isinse ye milioni 30 chi abalimi bande kuru Chinsa chinde bakomnyoka baimukia na inde baegwa an interest ose chibasire tokoroka administrative fee igere inse 3% igobana tetubwatirane ku 20p
nigento mwaziri bo bonchiria amo nechi cooperative fazeri tabanadi maina ariko bagakoko boko asasingire na gatebabuna nigo babekire nsemo chishilingi 1 milioni 10 unenchire ya moyo kunyara ko bakwene kibuna imeli bigabika aho mbi kunyara ko bikobwatu ko cha nsemo chinde murubiri kurengana monero sirwa mone county ya Nyamira
bune county ya Nyamira tugwetera his excellency Amos Kimomunyaribo mwako yonto begete 10 million Kenya shillings chogo distribute seedlings chikagose chi kemerigie kagwa na eyeto gukora gwetera ase cooperative
omwelio yeniga tebruna gwetera ase cooperative chiganchi kunyara kabachiko bakonya balimi abanga kurasa Chinseme chiga che county ya Nyamira asaba segetera balimi kwene kibunangwe bwatani baramone cooperative elio bagendererie
ekiagaragira raisi kwegeria omurimi gwetera ase cooperative echi yo to encourage abalimi baito ngabaso ase cooperative na ende gochakera mambia muchake korra bobsa baito bari ground bakobegeria igoro ngaki obulimi obweka gwokorwa
inko report rigetasene kya wanchete kya Getembe kurasi nsemechi gache county ya Nyamira inche gonkoro kwa Polycarp kara
kere kiombeke ya kya IEBC gya soira IEBC ni gobono kirachi gokora obochori obokebuna encheremo yokwiyarigania asobochori obonene bo mwaka bwa 2025 nigo kiombeke kyobochori nechimbebe kerakore obochori bwo oboseneta bobaringo chibunga isano nemo chiward ao ime ya Kenya anene mono isatu chi county Nyamira. Sam Niyenda noroboti urasenchera engikarano.
I, Erastus Edung Ethekon, having been appointed the chairperson of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission,
ase egeka egetambe ekiombegia IEBC kiabere getabwati umunyakirogo naboigo abakomishona baisaine ekio kiirite emirobere yahe gotakorekana bunabono obochori boke botakorekanite ase bwaganeiri korengana nerichiko liense ya Kenya
and credibility of our elections, and we will stick to that oath and to our mandate. So we are not worried outside there, but we would like to appeal to all stakeholders. Let us calm down. Let us allow the commission to do its work. Let us do our political engagements while respecting our electoral management body.
Ekiombe ekio kebwate chinguru cyokurigereria obochori naboigo kwenekia chimbebe nchikeranete nigo gwekera bono gagia torera omunyakirogo naboigo abakomishona baisaine eri gwekerani emiroberio yekiombe ekio.
I will at all times obey, respect and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws.
And therefore I wish to assure Kenyans that their voices will not only be heard, but they will also count.
Richiko ria Kenya nigo rigwanchera obochori bokego korekana kubwatikana ne chingencho ao unabono kero omorai ore abisi asiriro bogima bwaye osetigirie meremo ogotwara oborema bwobongo obutamwanchire gokora emiremo yae bwikaranu egati yande. Ekiombe gia IEBC bono nigo kibwate emiremo emetindi bosibwaye buna enchere yemo yokoirobiria ase omwaka o 2027 asekera chigokora obochori oboke ase chibunge ne chiwodi naboigo oboseneta bwe county ya Baringo kubwatikana no gosira kweyorenge omoseneta bwe county yue William Cheptumo.
The Constitution is very clear on public participation in anything that we do, and more particularly a sensitive law like that one. So that is a process that we'll be undertaking in the next few months, and then we can be able now to discuss with stakeholders, with Kenyan citizens, and once we agree, then we can be able to table them in Parliament for approval, and once it's approved, it's our role to implement the law as it is.
Kero siasa chigenderete kubwata inse nebyema kwirobiria bosi obochori oboke ekiombe gia IEBC nigo kibwate obochori ase chibunge isano nemo obochori nigo borakorekane ase bunge ya Magarini gotoka ase county ya Kilifi kubwatikana no gutukutarare obochori bwo mubungo ochoretwe Harrison Kombe ase chibunge chia Banisa imeye county ya Mandela nigo etabwati mubunge kubwatikana no gosira kwa Kulo Hassan Adan wetera asomo basukana webara ase ebunge ya Malava egatigara bosa kubwatikana no gosira ko yorenge mubunge bwenseme yue Malulu Njendi naboigo ase bunge ya Kasipul eyego toka ase county ya Homa Bay ase omubunge Charles Ongondowere aitetu wetera ase ogwa kwa Masasi chibunge cha North Mbere aire county ya Embu naboigo Ugunja egotoka ase county ya Siaya nigo eberoge byo byatigarete bosa kubwatukana no gochoro kwa babunge Geoffrey Ruku naboigo Opiye Wandai koba habuna abawaziri county ya Baringo nigo era ene kyobochori oboke kubwatukana no gosira ko yorengo moseneta we county ya William Cheptumo ase ensemo ye chiwodi nigo obochori borakorekane ase chiwodi ime ya Kenya egati yabo chiwodi sato chie county ya Nyamira igati yabo neria ya Nyamaiya iyo yatigarite bosa kwetera aso gusira kwa MCA Elijah Osiemo gwetera asomo basukana webara wodi ya Nyansiongo nigera twaro bochori boke watakana no gutuguterware kwa gochorwa gwa Dennis Kabaso ase ekegambero eyo mwerio ni wodi ya Kerenyo yera ene kyo bochori boke kwatakana na Thaddeus Nyabaro ochorwa abuna omuspika we county ya Nyamira Ibere ya siasa nigorira chikobwa tanse yakogera omuraibense omusike Daktari William Ruto naboigo omuraibe kiamagia ODM Raila Odinga wabwatana kureta serikali ya broad based yanyartuko bahage kumwaka isiko yorengo mokonyi bumuraibense Rigathi Gachagua asabono arosiri ensemerio kwemeria serikali na gwikira bono iga nigo batianire mbajikurwanira ebiroge ebyo yatigarite busa ase chibunge naboigo ase ensemeria yobo senator.
We must now see you swinging in action.
Obochori oboboke nabora chikwene kia chinguru chiage siasa cho yorengo mokonyi bumuraibense Rigathi Gachagua asorogongorwa Mount Kenya ananemo nombere north ase oyo kabaire mu waziri Justin Muturi arenge omubunge gwikira bono iga nigo Muturi atari ase serikali ya Kenya Kwanza kuripoteria egetaseni kia Getembe Chinsa Miyenda
Miamano Sam Miyenda ne chinga kichire chinga gokoirase ribolio irigoro hose ribolio litko abwasto kobolia buna abakansela abakuru baligererigwe wose emeremo bakorete emeremo yabo bakorete njaerete kubolenga abakansela abakuru baligererigwe wose emeremo bakorete njaerete toe birengereri byao ase number 0726447367 ase roboti ritwaba orotangani gega ase getasini kiga tukubolinga ine abakansela abakoro baligererigwe asomswado yochikobekwa ase bunga gosemeremo yabo bakorete njaerete turikere birengereri byao chakiri tariao asole nekerengereri kyao ase 0726447367 na karo tu akorre gabo karo nkoira na gocha ni nchake gosoma chi SMS chao ekaro kwandikire usuno gwachindikire enere nkwana ilitko
ne twamanyire ng'ebintu ebyo birira ase atambe ekiara korwa ase ebintu biasukire gocha ntore nere nane gotwera sare nane toroche bunagenderete gosukuma ebintu ebi bono egento kio moiso nko baonya abajumbe bagusi mwatigire abakansora bagusi bachandikire mutakobwatisi omweshimiwa Steve egento ekege sinini tonyora kabesa kagaito karoro Steve gakobwatia egere torore gosenga tokonye ribaga tokonya koba
Moske Migos Ogamba nigo atukutera chinkwana unachisemi nigo chiakongere asinse ya Kenya. Moske Migos nigo aene kiribuna chibesa chonsi chiganeri ase chiskuru ngo chichire kubwato kwa. Moske Migamba ose Ogamba nigo boigo akwana chinga kibirengerero abigenrete kwena kiwa yoriye chisemi ase chiskuru nemerobilio ya serikali guchia ase chisemi.
And that will start with the peace. It actually starts with us as a ministry presenting what we require, and then they'll work towards it from what they have, so that then we can have as much money as possible to support that program. But there is, in this country, a tendency of people just taking things out of context and making a story out of it, which is not there. Nobody, for example, nobody has ever said that we are reducing the money from 22,000 to 1,600. That was, I don't know where you got that from. Even my colleague never said anything close to that. But that is what you picked. So I would like you to give Kenyans the true position. You are all products of the education system. I don't know why everybody is so hell-bent on painting education as failing in this country. When even the English you are speaking, it is English that you've gotten through that education system. And we are working very hard to ensure that we do not shortchange our students, we don't shortchange our children, so that we give them the very best. And this is not, it's not a one-person show. It is everybody comes in, the MPs come in, the county governments are in supporting us through bursaries. We have other international organizations supporting us in doing infrastructure. You've heard here there is an NGO that has done water for this school. So as we support each other, we'll be able to overcome those challenges. I would rather you guys came up and said, we know of a facility that we can get from here, or we know of a better way of doing this so that we can get the resources. Rather than just saying it has collapsed. It has collapsed. And you know, we are producing the very best human resource capital in Africa because of our education system. And we are not going to fail. We will not fail. We will perform. We will deliver. The children will be in class. Transition will happen. And those problems will be resolved. Whether it is through supplementary or otherwise, we will do it. We are supposed to send 22,000. And that's what we are working towards. Yeah. We are working towards sending the 22,000 shillings for secondary. For example, primary, we've sent everything. It is 1,420. I'm not so sure about how much we've sent for senior school, but for secondary, for senior school and secondary, we're working towards ensuring that we reach the 22,040.
Omujumbe bw'ebunge abasi Moske Innocent Birimo Manyi nigo asigetirige tambukiro gyokwigorwa gwe parish ya Nyamache kwana litko lya rero ase ekelisi ekosase parish yo nigo Moske Obiri arure okubolia buna boigo chi parish chinde buna Nyacheki na Masige chigorwe
ekelisi ekeigo kiabete kiyawe chimunanta akagerete enage chorete na manyete Father Mbuyamono, njene quantity surveyor. Ulio wake sabu chibeza chigo chese nyomba. Motumishi go avere se nyombe ye is one of the best I can always say. Ande atoire kanise ngia. Nchenomo Katoliki kabisa na ende muno mukwani ulia kuana umuiweli. Bishop wakwana umuzazi wetu yakwana it doesn't matter na kiangani na romo no nese dini tali bagagi lakini yondo mujumbo basi gokorera ba Katoliki na bande bonsi tali bagagi so I go there but rende igano onka ate ko wanda kolega sio kora ko irananga my lord bishop aba basi aba wanja abwanzirana abande Igombwate dream ndole naende tuwarozi chipari shinga mune ichinde na mona abantu baminto banyacheki bago chiatambe abantu baminto bamasige mba propose chipari shibere chionzi nko gendande na kora mune ekero chira toke igonda arole buya sana
Mwaziri bobo chino Moske Aiden Duale nigo araigi karogyo kwanera kansa ensema ya South Sea ase umuchi o Nairobi. Okwana ensemi yu nigo Moske Duale nigo atebabuna bachikulenga na chi aina use chi nsemo ao chia kansa aseboigo akwaneire chi kansa center ao ime yense kati ya Nairobi, Eldoret, Kiambu, Nakuru, Garissa, Mombasa na nigo chia chakire gukora emirimo asebate biru na chinyagitari ao ime na isiko ya amochiyiga chiairwe chi machine chiokolenga ose gukora screening.
Uniting voices taking action is a call for urgency and solidarity. Our National Cancer Control Strategy 2023-2027 provides us with a very clear roadmap covering prevention, diagnosis, treatment, palliative care, financing, and research. We are decentralizing cancer care as a country. Our regional cancer centers are now operational in Nairobi, Eldoret, Kiambu, Mombasa, Garissa, Nakuru, which is a major step towards equity in access. Through the National Equipment Service Project, we are strengthening our cancer care by equipping our national and county referral hospitals with essential screening and treatment equipment. Mammograms have already been installed in Kisumu and Kerugoya, while CT scans are operational in 15 county referral hospitals, with installation underway in another 15 additional counties. Data is our compass. Our national cancer surveillance platform is enabling real-time data to drive smarter, targeted decision-making. On prevention, the ministry has successfully integrated the HPV vaccine into our routine immunization schedule, targeting adolescent girls aged between 9 and 14 years. This is a momentum step towards the elimination of cervical cancer. We are expanding our community-based screening for breast, cervical, prostate, among other cancers, through community health promoters and mobile outreach teams. Early detection saves lives. We are also strengthening our referral system to ensure timely follow-up and care. No Kenyan should suffer or die because of delayed treatment.
Chinga cheche moske dwale niga kwandro morobilio o taifa kea na gotebona kila ritko abakenya chiribu emerongene wike merongetano nigo bakwirikia asumurubilio osha na nigo orachi gotenenera obowenia bomoroire a goika okomanwa.
Through the Taifa Care, we are building a health system which is more inclusive, equitable, and responsive. The Social Health Authority is very central to this transformation, with over 24.9 million Kenyans enrolled as of last night. Every day, between 40 to 50,000 Kenyans enroll on our platform. The Social Health Authority provides up to 550,000 per year through the Host Social Health Insurance Fund, an emergency, chronic, and critical illness fund for cancer diagnosis and treatment. Additional services covered include surgical procedures, inpatient care, outpatient care, and palliative care in line with the SHA benefits and tariffs. No Kenyan should be forced to choose between treatment and feeding their family. The government, under the leadership of President William Ruto, has made it very clear that the health of our citizens comes first. To date, SHA has received oncology claims amounting to 5.8 billion in the last 9 months.
Ekero tokoruase omwaziri ebwobo cheno omoske Aiden Duale nigo toko enonande asiri bolidi twabolidi kulyaranga abakansela abakuru baligererigwe asimirimo bakorete gusimirimo yabo njairete okwankolika di gusego kolika lichibuliao kero chakanirie taliao asore nabo igakerengera likiao asina 0726447367 na igongo chaka nga hai Mkate egentonke yo ba kansela ba korete tigabagendeka inchele wiskoro gyanchore bugichora ward abone chinda chiabo bategete tigabagande kulia pension yabo Diuk Mariga chekine Grace Koronyamako soko beba kansela go ikabaligererigwe Mkate tunakupata sawa sawa brother. Thank you singing chuko banyoro no nae. Ni Anderson Makori Koromogonga walimaliza kazi yao watulie. And then oyakurukonga Dennis Omagwa korwa kiagware ya yati bakore tikende tigabaganda batimuke. Beki kutoka Nyamache abaraitiga bakore mirimo yabo buya abaro abarweto mbarweto Geoffrey korwa South Mugirango umukansuru mukoro ere omanyene ntumo manyiti yentunkeyo akorete nonya igo manyabo ndado yoiga au watu waende kabisa kwanza huyu okay oyerbono gaga karigote boyo bon Jason musigisi kurwaga chubo ward Mkate anye mama gekoegwa gento geke tigabaye gukende na barabu okay Josephat Murebu korwa ryenya uno abakansula abo n'enchara y'abanyarire nigo bapimete buna bakonyora kende korwa se Ruto lakini ndende tigabamanyega ekine kingaki cyo kubwatesia Yansomeyemo egere chine cyo gusoma karona kodre eyatanga good evening Getembe Samuel Ogega korwa Kiongeti Otebe bakansula abakoro nga mbiyemono asega asiba korete korende bono uchumi yabeirembe tiga batubwatesi tosabe tokorerwe amagendro kibesi cyo batagete nabo bakoegwa amatuko abere balira mandas chiara okay kuchakande kurugabo sinkwera na kurugabo karondo che tokoganda kurugabo ase na ekoganda kurwa tutakuwa nasoma liboli ryao wetera ase 07 26447367 na tukubolinga abakansela abakoro baegwe kende osibaligirerigwe ose emirimo yabo njaerete 0726447367 karo tokoenda ase orobotirunde kurwa ase county ya Kisumu. Gavana bwe county ya Kisumu Moske Professor Anyang' Nyong'o nigo akwanire kansa ao gati yabo kansa yoribero ase abasubati asatebire nirebuya abana insi emyaka 10 korengwa na koegwa echanjo.
Cancer, particularly cervical and breast cancer, is an urgent public health threat in our region. And my first lady and other first ladies in the LREB region have been seized with the responsibility of early detection by examining young women for cervical cancer and breast cancer. Our statistics tell a stark story. Less than 15% of eligible women are screened. Let me repeat that. Less than 15% of eligible women are screened, and many are diagnosed too late. We therefore resolve to act and act boldly. Through partnerships with organizations such as KMET, Cure Cervical Cancer, Africa Cancer Foundation, and PEPFAR, we're implementing a community-based screening program targeting every eligible woman in Kisumu within 3 years. We're also addressing prevention. Under the leadership of our county first ladies as champions, we have increased HPV vaccination among girls aged 10 to 14 from 12% in 2022 to 38% in 2024. This has been achieved through community health workers, schools, nurses, and grassroots advocacy, supported by partners like the American Cancer Society and UNICEF. Our efforts are bearing fruit, with LREB counties posting the highest see and treat rates, a testament to what committed advocacy and partnership can do.
Maraiwe kiamagia DAPK Moske Eugene Wamalwa nigo litkulia lero aikabosibwe umunyakerogo bwekyombekeria kia IPOA kubwatoka robotirwaye litko riga lia lero nigo emurungania na kubwatekana noko saganwa na kwabanyanyimbo litkuligoro asensemo yaye umunyakerogo bwekyombekyo Isaac Sam nigo abolia oboterero asisiasa imiyenze ya Kenya.
The opposition is being intimidated to the level that they will not be allowed to move freely around their country. We have, within the precincts of your offices, the vehicles that were damaged extensively. We would be requesting that our lawyers with your team, as they filed a formal complaint, they will be able to inspect these vehicles. Some of them still have bullets lodged in the vehicles. And we have said these will be part of the evidence so that they are recovered and the necessary ballistics carried out to establish the officers who misused their firearms and who actually risked the lives of these honorable members. We thank God that Senator Medu, Honorable Victor Munyaka, Honorable Jamle Kamau escaped the bullets fired at them at their vehicles. Probably would not be with them here today had those bullets gotten into their bodies and not into their vehicles. As we speak, the bullets are within those vehicles. Through your guidance and the expertise that will oversee the ballistics, we would be handing over this to you for purposes of investigations. And this is not just the only incidents. We have a sustained attack on the opposition. The Honorable Jane Kihara was harassed, arrested, and the arbitrary arrests that are ongoing and the intimidation that's going on against the opposition by the police is something we want to bring to your knowledge and to ask for your action against these officers, against a force that's supposed to be a service, and against officers that have gone rogue completely.
The first area will be the by-elections. The upcoming by-election will give us a sneak preview of what to expect. And I think all of us have a responsibility to the country, as political leaders, as independent institutions, as lawyers, as Kenyans. I think we all have a very heavy duty to ensure that we have a country and we have rule of law. And I think for now I will just say that and to assure you, members of parliament, and my colleague, my friend, Eugene, that we have noted your concerns and the comments you have made, and our team is ready. They will take you now and record your statements, collect any exhibits that you have. They will come with the forensic team have got their own cameras, they got their own equipments, which they are going to use to be able to document the evidence.
Mwaziri boborendi bwe Kipchumba Murkomen nigo akwaniro borendi bwe Chinsemo ao ukwana kurwa senseme ya Trans Nzoia Muske Murkomen nigo atebiri mnago ikabachi kubwaterana ne wizara y'obukenu butinyo borendi ase chinyagitari yemagaga yabaroire babere goitwa ase enyagitari ya Kenyatta National Hospital ase boiga kwanerie emmebere yabaria bakwetegwa ase nsemo ya Shakahola.
The public facilities here, health facilities across the country must be secured, not just by our security forces, but by the entire system, including the hospitals themselves, because they have internal security arrangement. And it's important that when we give them information regarding persons within the hospital, they take it seriously. Because I think that in some instances, had we taken seriously reports that came from the DCI, we could not have been having the situation that we had in KNH. So it's important for all of us to take security information seriously and it's better to take precaution and be wrong than to try to be right and allow something wrong to happen in our hospitals or public facilities. And we will be working with the Ministry of Health to see if there is anything else we can do to enhance protection of our patients, especially in referral hospitals. The second issue is in Shakahola. Shakahola, in a number of cases, we have been unable to get citizens who are volunteering to come and take DNA tests so that it can facilitate release of some of the bodies that were found there. And we are also working hard to strengthen the government chemistry so that it can have enough reagents to complete some of the tests that are required. And as the government of Kenya is now contemplating, in the absence of people coming to take the test so that we can know their loved ones, it may be necessary, and I say this when I was in Kilifi, and I don't think this is just for repeat. We may need to have a memorial site where some of the bodies that will not be claimed will be buried, and it will be a reminder to all of us to work very hard to ensure that we don't have such religious extremism happening in our country.
Wekero twarira somo waziri uyubobule ndiwe imego kwenda siribodi elituko egere nyare guko somera chi SMS kolengana bnagwa chirikire gwetera gaiga ase omtandao Laban mbuya twakorere bnagwa teba bonti atominyo kanigo chia egere bunebwat then go twabolinga ine aba kansela abakoro barigererigwe gose emeremo bakorete njaerete twatebia ukurikerie tali yao asore ne comment yao asa 0726447367 ebirengererio via senior sergeant Deborah Nyanchama agoteba Mkate akindi abakansera bakarwete emirimo na paka bono iga batakora ken batagutiga abana be skuru bakanerwe chibes nyo abana be skuru chiaborire na bawo chakaya guchibes okay. And then Emma mwoyo nkoruka nyimbo ga kiba nyorwe kwa sababu walifanya kazi kama Mwangina Florence alituwekea maji. Good. Tuketupaka malita kukwana. And then Evans Omari Akeri kurobo basi nyabite wana nyumbani wakule pension yao. Pension nare ibakubolia. Boss, nare ibakuboli pension nene. Real tough kurwa keroka bakansela mbia godai haki yabo emirimo bakora tenemia lakini bagote baruto 10 bila break gosalia bali. Okay. And then Alfred Kereri kurwa Nyamatoki. Abakufanya anything muntu buna inje nkina barocha. Okay. Abakansela abakoro nigo bakorete mirimo mia kubwa aba MCA babona. And then wawachi hizo mchezo waenda nyumbani ufanya kazi awakufanya kitu totabadiri atali yao. Jackson Samora kurwa Chinsa machero ndi nyaribari chache abakansela nabo ere buya baya weekend na barabuo batamere kolende ondeta abaisa ko bachecheria mba korate emirimo imia. And then hey Mkate ni Lavender from Marani Nyakenogo inchengo teba buya abakansela babuenda te koe weekend ekiaga na barabu na aba Kenya. Getembe TV, I'm Chris from Sironga. I'm requesting today, okay. Sawa. Aigura mangana yu bunogoteba kutoka Evans Omwega kuralia Nyakang. Ba ukende pi hello Mkate. Wacha hao makansela waende wakiendanga. Most of them hawana school fees, wanalipa. Wacha hiyo pesa wanaitisha peleko shuleni Ebalin kurwa Kemera. And then eyo mwali asinge nchiyebiro ongo tebanga moi kurwa nyatiri ngatinga tigaba kansela abu batigwe na boigo Evans Omariba agotenga wenda kabisa kuro Nyamataro wenda nyumbani nabona ngo takatoga ndra kinende ebiro bya ngangire Polycarp Okara Dipon Asanya Daniel Ontiri Sam Miyenda nigo bana kianga chi osechi roboti chiga chagwikiribya kinende umuntu kurko edite yaito okurko harono toto ena kyanganere o chiribe kiramo cyabere egana inche nagosomera sema yimanyirio akurko Wilson Makori sema iriende ego bakurko Wilfred naboigo Kariri babwaterana ko ena kyanga chibicha na Mariogi agochiribya inche kurko Mkate Enock wika Chinsa aiga no tokobera.
Superstores Nero eduka asorgo ngurigarua South Nyanza ya Nchere amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills eyuko ya buatuka uchiase abaonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achagwirigirie amabati anda usialia utagete showroom yeto nigo engale eyuerengia na boigo ekogokia riso yao chingaki ogoswasa yiga kurigiriria amabati yiga ntobwate team ya tembo abo bagokora imirimo ase showroom yiga babwate chingoro chingia chugo kwarigania na boigo cho tebereria kende kensi uraganie bagotebereria company ya mabati rolling mills niko babwate amabati chingenjo ao ayuare ye chikala ao na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges ao unabono babwate no corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibego babwate boomerang ayuare aye chigage emeronge tato asama mabati alia ye chigage emeronge bere na isaro na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana roman jinko na boigo web design babwate ligani kabwate chikala bunabone lia chaco gray brick red tile red maroon sky blue na boigo na green obutambe bwa mabwate liga niko bokolengana amo nukuganya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochikunyara kabo gutumika chinga gicho gwakeranya amabati liga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase Uhuru MRM showroom onyare kabo gukwerera amabati yu akomenya segeka ayo guchanye warrant na boigo ayo urakoberwa ikasure asubwango edukenyiga ya Uhuru Superstores igiye gutoka se nyumba ya Uhuru Complex imiyumucuri g'ubusongo iyo eranye neduka ya Safaricom boigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo ere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetera se namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Asegeka k'emyaka 49 ebenki ya Kenya pamoja sako yabere n'umugusi negukinya umugusi ase eningo yae yabere gekurwa obukorere ase Chinsa mu bunobono savings loans obosemi bwo gutumika chibesam na diaspora savings ase bari Chinsa chimaiko ase wa Kenya pamoja sako yabere ogosira okonene ase abaremi ebyumbe chiskuru chikampani ao abarikire abaritayire basibaliensemo ya pension boigo abonchereria ibotani na Wakenya pamoja sako iyo nyore obukoreri ubuya ase Chinsa muna obosemiguru yugutumiki bw'ikibesa chilon muna development loans school fees loans emergency loans ebyumbe business loans salaried loans na boigo chi advance loans boigo nkorantura muri kibesa ase uri kuse mobile payments kabe oyomo wa Kenya pamoja sako iliyobwego kerie ayo onsi na yande amange amaya asamange batarechi abisichabo chire asumu chubusungu kahawa house raja moja asipara ya Kisii sotik siba kiresi miasi namba 0746-668-190 kuse ototare website yetu www.kenyapamojasako.com.
Chama lieta ngoro kwa isa kwa mwenga CEO wa Kenya pamoja sako. Sako ya Wakenya pamoja ni sake kushughulikira members baye na chigurupu chiria chigo kwa savings wonko bakira bia soko chora Wakenya pamoja sako kuna financial institution yao tobwate chipranchi chito ikome na inya chire within gusi wanaintu tora rogo konyo mugusi soko gendereria ese ebiasara byabo ase sako na gosegwa ase sake ese batala join please njubwango mo join tukini esako yeto na gusi yeto esa magendo Wakenya pamoja you our concern